Westporters love Jamie Camche's jewelry at her JL Rock store and at Bungalow. Jamie's one of a number of very successful female business owners here. Today we welcome her to our 06880 podcast to talk about her work, her life in Westport, and much, much more. So Jamie, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Dan, and I'm a big fan of 06880, longtime fan.
That's awesome. I appreciate it. So you sent me a brief bio, and it included Hong Kong.
Right.
So how do you get from Hong Kong to Westport?
Well, my folks used to rent a house. They lived in the Far East for many, many years, but they would come back in the summertime and rent a house in Westport on Bayberry Lane.
Same house all the time?
Same house. So that's how I first heard about Westport. And I went to work in Hong Kong for a couple of years in the apparel business. And we had offices in Hong Kong, Korea, Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia, Tokyo, Osaka, actually. Oh. And I was there for a couple of years, and on my lunch hour, I would go down the hall to a little jewelry office, and two brothers ran the office, and I met them, and we became friends, and I would make a purchase or two. And they would teach me about the productivity of the jewelry. And eventually, when I moved back with my husband to Westport, because I loved the town so much as a teenager, I went to work for Bungalow, and that's where
Bungalow's the great home decor store in
Wendy Cone.
Wisconsin Square.
And it was actually Wendy's idea. Why don't we put a jewelry case in the store? And at the time that Wendy was opening up Bungalow, Barney's was closing. We went into Barney's and we bought the accessory counters, the cases, the empty cases, and we had a mover move them into Bungalow, and they're still there to this day. So I called the two brothers that I knew from Hong Kong, and I asked them if they would give me a letter of credit and make some jewelry specifically for Bungalow. And of course they said yes. And that's how we started 26 years ago, and it started in Bungalow.
Wow. And then at some point you said, you know what, I'm going to go off and do my own thing.
Wendy was extremely gracious. I mean, as a business owner, she could have said, nope, I don't want you competing against me in the same town. And she said to me, by all means, open up your own store and we will coincide. And to this day, they have their own customers, and JL Rocks has our own, which is the most unusual scenario.
Yeah.
Very unusual. But we coexist, and we're very good, very, very good friends.
Wow.
Yeah.
So was it a leap of faith to open a business? Did you know what you were doing, or did you, looking back,
I was in the apparel business for many years. Yeah. And Wendy and I decided that we wanted to manufacture private label jewelry at an accessible price point. There are a lot of jewelry stores in town.
Yes, there are.
A lot. There are a lot of jewelry stores all over the world, retail stores. But what we wanted to do was create everyday accessibility, luxury, private label, fine jewelry, 1418 platinum, semi-precious stones. We're direct to consumer, our prices are wonderful, and we're on the pulse. And we're creating jewelry that people can wear every day, not put in a vault and hold it for, how many years, but wear it every day with pride and wear it to the gym.
Sure.
Yeah.
So is there such a thing as a typical customer?
Our customer ranges. We have high school customers as well as into the 60s, 70s. I mean, it really ranges. We have a lot of the high school kids come in and they intern, they work during the school year, the summer, so they bring their own customer. And then we have customers online as well. So yeah, it's a broad base.
Has the business changed in the 26 years?
Yes. Well, it's changed within the last 2 to 3 years because of lab diamonds. And
Really?
that's a whole new technology. And we've embraced it.
I know nothing about lab diamonds.
Well, lab diamonds are the same carbon makeup as mine diamonds. So, but at an extremely well-priced price point. So we've been working with lab diamonds, and I would say 80% of our 20-somethings that are coming in for engagement rings are buying lab diamonds.
And sounds like nobody can tell the difference?
You need machinery to tell the difference.
Okay.
But it's a new technology, and babies are made in a lab, aren't they? They're babies.
Yeah.
So diamonds are
forever.
Yes, diamonds
Wow.
are forever. So that's been a big change for us, and we've embraced the technology. We could have completely said no, we're not doing it, but we've opened up our hearts.
And what about customer base? I mean, all these new people in Westport, are they looking for the same thing? Or are they?
Pretty much looking for accessibility. They're looking for everyday wearability, things that you can walk in and out of, and you don't have to worry about, it's too dressy to be able to wear, it's too expensive to be able to wear. We do some cocktail and black tie jewelry, and that we have a small percentage of, but primarily it's every day.
And men?
We don't do any men's jewelry. No,
Do men come in?
Men have asked us, but we haven't done. That's a whole nother category. Okay. Yeah, we're a small space, so.
Sure. And do men come in and shop?
Men come in and shop. They do. They come in and shop, and
Are they clueless?
They're wonderful. They come. They either buy gift certificates or we have a registry, whereas significant others write down what they're looking for, and we keep records, and that way, if somebody comes in and buys something for the significant other, they're heroes. So
what about the retail environment in Westport? You're a little bit off from downtown.
Yeah.
Talk about being a small business owner in Westport.
We are off the beaten path, but we're across.
Describe where you are.
We're across from Playhouse Square, which is a wonderful destination. We're around the corner from Albee Furs, next to Prima, which is a med spa. We attract people by word of mouth, and we have wonderful parking. Parking in this town is the key.
Wow.
And especially for men. If men can't find parking, they don't go in.
Wow.
So that's been a wonderful
Very
opportunity.
interesting. Yeah.
My landlord is Michael Greenberg.
And he's right around the corner.
Yeah, and he's fantastic. Yeah, and we have a space, a ground floor space, and then we have conference room space above, and we have Devin Woodhill, which is also in our facility upstairs, and she runs her own private label company, Lockets.
So not being downtown is almost an advantage in terms of the parking.
Well, the parking.
Wow.
Yeah. We were on Greenwich Avenue for many years. And we have another store in Greenwich.
Yeah.
And we were on Greenwich Avenue for many years, and the rent was fantastic. The rent was not the problem. It was the parking. So we moved to Riverside, which is much better for us.
And what's the difference between the Westport and Greenwich stores and customer base?
It's almost the same customer base because they look at what we do online and on social. Instagram is a great feed for us, even better than emails. I mean, everybody that walks through the store says to us, I saw it on Instagram. I saw it on your social.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's been a wonderful, and we do subscribe to Westport Magazine. They are a big, we do advertise with them, and we are a big supporter. So,
Sure.
yeah.
Do you do the social or do you farm it out?
I do the social.
Wow.
Yeah, I know what I need to move, and I know what's coming in, and I know what's styling at the moment. So I do the social, and I love it.
Uh-huh.
And my husband says to me every day, "Put that phone down." It's part of what I do.
Part of what you have to do. So talk about the challenges of running a business. What keeps you up at night?
You're on 24/7. I don't think things really keep me up at night because our production is pretty smooth and very trusted. We've been using the same vendors for many, many, many years, but you're on 24/7. So we've had a lot of friends and allies in the community, and for instance, Samantha Yanks, who came from Hampton's magazine, is now the editor of Westport magazine, and they've been big proponents of Jail Rock. So we have a lot of friends in the community, but I'm on 24/7. I get emails and texts Saturdays, Sundays, days off. It's like being a doctor.
And what are people at?
Are
there emergencies?
Do you have this in stock?
Okay.
It's my wife's anniversary. I forgot to get something. Can you open the store? Yes, I've had that on many, many occasions.
Wow.
Yeah. So those kind of emergencies, I'm on my phone all the time, and I tend to it. So
Westport the retail environment seems to have gone through a number of stages. Right before COVID, there were empty storefronts. People thought COVID was going to be the end, and
demise,
it turned out to really jumpstart a lot.
It's funny. During COVID, we actually thrived. We closed the store. We worked from home. A couple of us, or my store manager, Tracy, we met customers outside in the parking lot in our cars. We made home deliveries. We worked online, and we did well. We did well because people.
Why would someone want jewelry during COVID?
Women need to shop.
Okay.
It's in our DNA. It's in our blood. We have to shop. So just because of COVID, they're not going to stop shopping.
Okay.
And people still have birthdays and anniversaries and occasions. So that still goes on.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow. Fascinating. Yeah. And is there, you're one of a decent number of female business owners in Westport. You mentioned Bungalow and of course West. And is there a community of
we seem
female
to all
business
support
owners?
each other. Yeah, I mean, I shop at West. I shop at Bungalow. I frequent all the stores in Westport. So yes, we do support each other.
And in terms of retail, we were talking about Greenwich. Is Westport different than other suburban communities in terms of its retail environment?
I believe this is a small town, and because of that, I think there's more support here than being in New York City or even in some towns in Westchester. Yes.
People want to know their store owner?
Yeah. When I go to Casame for dinner, my husband said, "I don't understand. How do people know who, like, they know you?" I said, they know me from coming into the store, so it's sort of a bit like being a little celebrity.
Sure. Oh, that's great. And the new people who've come in, young, all moving in from Manhattan and Brooklyn, it seems.
Yeah.
Are they the same? Are they looking for the same type of thing? Are they the same type of customer? Is the town changing?
Most women of that, I would say in the 20s, 30s, 40s, have 3 and 4 piercings in each ear. So
Okay.
everybody needs earrings.
Do they have piercings other places?
Well, some do, but most women are coming in for ear styling.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm unusual. I only have one in each ear, but most of the women that work in the store have 3 and 4 piercings.
Wow.
So we do styling every day. And that's a big business for us.
Is that the biggest business?
Not the biggest, but
Okay.
we sell a lot of earrings.
And what else is big?
We sell a lot of bracelets. People stack bracelets like up the arm, yeah. And because of our price points, they're allowed to buy more than one. So, yeah.
So talk about Westport. You fell in love with it, you said, when you were a teenager. What about it attracted you then as a kid?
As a kid, I think a lot of the bars that were open. There was one bar that was open when I was a teenager. I can't remember the name of it, but it's since gone out of business.
They've all gone out of business.
Yeah, but the restaurants were unbelievable. The seafood restaurants. It was just a very, the beach area. It was just a very casual place and a fantastic place to raise children. My children don't live in Westport. One's in Brooklyn, one's in New York, but they both have told me that they would come back and move here. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I think a lot of kids don't appreciate it when they're growing up here, and then they leave and say, "Wait a minute, how can I get back?"
Yeah. Well, a lot of my children's friends have moved to the city, and some are starting to move back here. So, yeah.
That's a great tribute to the town that kids
Yes.
want to move back. And for you now, what is the attraction of Westport? What keeps you here besides the store?
Besides the store, I have a network of friends that are family. There are friends that are family here that live here. I'm in the Saugatuck Shores area, and I absolutely adore it. It's a wonderful. I mean, from my rooftop, I saw the Norwalk fireworks and the Westport fireworks. It's a wonderful place to live. And my son just bought a small boat that he keeps moored on outside and on the outside of the house. I mean, it's fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great for even kids coming back here just to play for the weekend.
Sure.
It's like the Hamptons of Connecticut.
Without the traffic getting there, but the traffic
Without
here,
the traffic getting there, yeah.
Traffic here is,
Yeah.
it's part of the deal.
Yes.
So what's ahead? What are your goals as a businesswoman?
I would like to just maintain the shop as it is. I have a young woman who works with us, Tracy Hall. She's our right hand. So I would love to maintain the store specifically so that she has a home here forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we were talking before about lab diamonds. What are some trends in the jewelry industry that you're looking at and trying to get ahead of?
Diamond stud earrings, diamond rings. We're buying some of the bigger stones, cocktail rings. For the smaller pieces that we do every day where we still do mine diamonds. But for the engagement rings, where young men are coming in and specifically asking for lab diamonds. So they're asking for us for it, and we're supplying it. And I have a wonderful, wonderful vendor for it. So,
still connected to Hong Kong at all? The people there?
Yes. They still manufacture for us. They're like my brothers. Their expertise, their quality, their attention to detail, their price has still been, even with the tariffs, has still been unbelievable.
Yeah, I was going to ask about the economics of
Well,
that.
the tariffs have eased up a little bit, We went through a couple of months. That was a hardship. A couple of months of over 100% imports. But I'm not the only person that went through it. Every other importer did as well.
Yeah.
So we were all in the same boat. But it's eased up a great deal.
And just a couple more. This is great. Biggest challenge you face as a business owner?
Biggest challenge. I would say going back to deliveries, the tariffs. That was a challenge. That was last year. But hopefully, yes. Hopefully it's seen its better days. Yeah. And it will ease up. Yeah.
And the biggest joy? What when you think about what you do?
When I see a couple getting engaged, that's my joy. When they post it and they tag me, nothing makes me happier.
Wow.
That is the ultimate compliment. And we've had probably 12 last year. So yeah, that was wonderful.
They ever get engaged in your store?
They come in together, not in the store.
No one's gotten down on his knee in the store?
Because they're very elaborate proposals. They're all on social media. But when they tag me and they email me that she loved it, or it's such a compliment.
Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anything I should have asked about JL Rocks that I did not?
We think we covered it. But we're good. We're good. We're happy, and we've gotten over this horrible storm last weekend, and we closed actually Saturday for the first Saturday in a year. So
because of July 4th.
Because of July 4th, yeah.
Well, you deserve a Saturday off every
But we're
26
back at work,
years or so.
All good.
All right. Jamie Camche, JL Rocks, across from Playhouse Square. Thanks for being on 06880, the podcast.
Thank you, Dan. Take care.
You got it.
Keep shining. You rock.
Thank you.